No one decides to become a villain. It doesn't start with a big moment. It starts small. A reaction. A feeling. A decision you don't question. Then another. Then another. Until one day you realize something changed. And you're not the same anymore. Now listen carefully. Every villain was once normal. They had values. They had limits. They had control. And then something broke. Not outside. Inside. Because the process doesn't begin with evil. It begins with frustration. You try to do the right thing. You stay patient. You stay calm. But nothing changes. People ignore you. Disrespect you. Take advantage of you. And slowly you start thinking differently. You stop reacting the same way. You stop trusting the same way. You stop caring the same way. Now here is the first step. Justification. You tell yourself, I'm not wrong. They deserve this. This is fair. And in that moment your actions feel right. Even if they are not. Because your mind protects you. It explains everything. It removes doubt. Now here is the second step. Desensitization. The first time feels uncomfortable. The second time feels easier. The third time feels normal. After that you don't feel it at all. What once bothered you becomes routine. And you don't question it anymore. Now here is the third step. Identity. You stop seeing yourself as a good person. You start building a new version. They force this. This is who I have to be. And once you believe that, everything changes. Because identity drives behavior. Now listen. No one thinks they are the villain. They think they are right. Always. Because perspective rewrites everything. Now here is something deeper. Pain that is not processed becomes anger. Anger becomes action. Action becomes habit. Habit becomes personality. That is the transformation. Not fast. But consistent. Now imagine this. You get disrespected again. Ignored again. Pushed again. And this time you react differently. More cold. More controlled. More distant. And it works. People stop crossing boundaries. People respond differently. People take you seriously. And that feels powerful. That is the dangerous part. Because when something works, you repeat it. And over time you go further. A little more cold. A little more distant. A little less empathetic. Until you cross a line you never planned to cross. And you don't even notice it. Now here is the truth. The line between control and cruelty is very thin. And most people don't see when they cross it. Because everything feels justified. Now ask yourself this. Are you becoming stronger? Or just colder? Are you building discipline? Or losing empathy? Because the difference defines everything. Now listen carefully. You don't become a villain in one moment. You become one through small decisions. Repeated over time. Decisions that feel right in the moment. That is the trap. Now here is the final truth. Power without awareness turns into something else. Something you didn't intend to become. So the real question is not, will you change? Because you will. The real question is, in what direction? If you want more videos about psychology, discipline and self-improvement, subscribe to the channel. Because understanding this means you stay in control.